Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Dan. I now work as a full-time YouTuber and podcaster, and I'll tell you how I managed to do that. But first, I'd like to share some information about my YouTube channels and my podcasts. As of today, there are many things in the works right now as I just started doing this full-time. In fact, I probably start on August 17th because I'm still on vacation, but I figured I should post this video to this channel so you know something is happening. Here are my YouTube channels as of today. Magic Gathering Strat is by far the biggest one. It's a channel about Magic the Gathering. We are almost 20 people making Magic videos here. Yes, I quit my job to become a full-time YouTube podcaster. It's a special announcement on that channel. This is all about Magic the Gathering, the card game, and nothing else. It's getting close to 5,000 subscribers. And yeah, please check it out if you're into Magic Gathering. In fact, Magic Gathering Strat 2 is the reserve channel where I post all my... Yeah, we posted too many videos to this channel, so some of them goes to the reserve channel. And this is Fan of History. I'm very much into ancient history, so I've been trying to do a couple of different things about history. This is also a podcast, and the podcast is actually has more listeners than the YouTube channel has. But I do most things on both places, so you can find the podcast on iTunes as well. But I'll talk about that later. This is the Turf Game channel. Turf Game channel is in Swedish because it's about Turf Game, which is a GPS game that is almost only played in Sweden. I do a lot of mountain biking, and that's part of this game. So it's only for people who like biking and know Swedish. This is also another channel in Swedish, Margit Sandemo. It's about the Norwegian-Swedish author Margit Sandemo and her books. I've also managed to make it a bit about my own novels. I've written 4 novels. And I probably should do something on YouTube about those novels. This is Hard Nerd Cafe. It's mainly about Game of Thrones chat, which is a podcast about Game of Thrones. It's currently off season then, but we're gonna do something this fall. Hard Nerd Cafe is a future project. It's the only one I've launched so far, and it's supposed to be about different kinds of nerd stuff, mostly games. So if you're interested in playing games on Hard Nerd Cafe, please let me know, because I need people playing mainstream games and not Magic on this channel. And then we have this channel, of course, but let's go on here. The podcasts. There is a Magic Gathering Strat show. I do that with Brennan and Sam every week. It's on iTunes. I do Game of Thrones chat when Game of Thrones is in season together with Thomas. I also do the Fan of History podcast, also with Brennan. That's every other week. All of these 3 are available on iTunes. And I'm starting a podcast in Swedish, though all the others are in English, about Margit Sandemo as well and her big... epic story, 47 books, the saga of the Ice People. Yeah, the reason I can do this full time is because I have a government grant. It will last me to the end of January, so I better get working and I better do some more things on YouTube. So I'm interested in collabs, I'm interested in working with other channels. I would love to do some acting, I think I can, I don't know. I'd love to do some comedy. I have a lot of projects coming up, but I'll tell you about them when we get there. So a bit about my private life then. I live in 2 places. That's pretty complicated. So I spend a lot of time in the capital of Sweden, Stockholm, where I have a small apartment where I'm going to build a studio. I have kind of a studio now, but it needs to become more professional. I also have a big villa in the north where my wife works as a full-time dancer. So I'm very split between these 2 places. Or actually, I have a child. My daughter lives in Stockholm as well, and I have family and friends here too. Yeah, so you can now follow this quest to live as a full-time YouTuber podcaster. I will blog about this on my blog. I will also post videos like this on this YouTube channel. I will use my personal Twitter. It's been around forever, but it's not very active right now, but it will become. I will also try to become a public person then to be a full-time YouTuber. So my Facebook account can take 5,000 friends, so please send me friend requests. I'm the only one in the world with my name. I may have several Facebook accounts, but if I do, you just send a friend request to them all. You can help me by following my quest, looking at my channels. I accept PayPal donations, of course. I run 2 Patreons right now, one for Fan of History and one for Magic Gathering Strat. Patreon is a site where you can support things you like on the internet, so check that out. And here is some contact information, and now I better get going doing YouTube stuff or continue my vacation until August the 17th. Thank you for watching, and I'm scared, and I hope I can entertain you while trying to live as a full-time YouTube podcaster. And yes, I have to snap up the quality of my videos and learn about editing and stuff, and that's all in the works. Because what I've really been doing is just playing Magic. But that got me here, so let's try to go further. Thank you for watching.